Jesus, Aaron, what are you doing? You've got to get help.
No, I can't.
The first step in is admitting. The first step is to admit it.
But I just love my stims. Well, guys, I managed to recover. I did get in touch with Pre-Workouts Anonymous, and I pulled through. I've still got it, however. A big thanks to Chaos Crew for delivering us their new product, Stim Head. And the guys over at Chaos Crew have been very nice, to say the least. They are going to do a giveaway. We're going to select a winner from the comments below, and they're going to send it. So do comment the words Stim Head.
And please do give chaos_crew7 a follow on Instagram to solidify that entry.
Perfect.
Is that right?
Yeah, good.
And share the website, right?
Yeah, bringthechaos.com is where you can purchase this product if you're not lucky enough to win one. By the looks of it, there's going to be a lot of comments on this, so it's probably just worth buying one.
Yeah.
It's going to be good stuff, but guys, by looking at the label anyway, and with the name StimHead and just under 900 milligrams of stimulants, this is going to be a heavy hitter.
And if you are new here, please do hit that subscribe button, tick that bell icon for all future reviews. We very much appreciate it.
We do. Let's get into this one. Okay guys, this comes in the one flavour for this taste and mixability section, and that is blackberry lemonade. It comes in like a blue colour.
Blueberry lemonade.
Oh, but that's why it's a blue colour. Blueberry lemonade, that's even better. Yeah, we're obviously going to roll through, see how it mixes in and see how it tastes, and get you guys the honest opinion. First time this is for us.
You gave him the wink. Right, mixability test coming up. Smells nice, doesn't it? It does smell lemonade-y.
Oh, it's quite strong.
Yeah.
That smells like something we've had before.
It does, doesn't it? So just swivelling it, has mixed reasonably well. We're not even using a fork. Don't give me your score, we're going to say it at the same time. On the count to 3, we'll say what we give it out of 5. 1, 2, 3.
3.5.
3.75.
Oh!
What should we land on? Amazing.
It's just not as strong tasting as I was hoping.
Yeah,
It's
only
definitely
8
got a
grams,
chalky
isn't it?
taste.
Yeah. And it does say 400ml of water, so obviously that's how they intend it to taste, a bit of the on the weaker side. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because we had 300, I think.
yeah, so I'll go with that. I'm happy with the 3.5.
You can tell they're very close scores anyway, can't you?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Not bad tasting at all.
yeah, not bad.
Considering how many stims are in it as well.
Yeah, that is important, yeah.
So yeah, boom. It's
Brass time! Gonna talk money, guys. Now, this is obviously straight off the bringthechaos.com website. They are a European country, a UK company, should I say.
yeah.
They do, however, do international shipping. We have just checked through the website. It is £15 a flat rate outside of the UK. So bear that in mind if this is something you're interested in. That's about $18.50 for you US guys out there. So it is, you know, if you want this product, that's the sort of cost you'll be paying flat rate. Now, let's get into the basics. It is how much for a tub, Craig?
It's $34.99 UK pounds or $42.99 US dollars.
Yes.
For this bad boy.
Yeah, so, you know, it is a bit more of an expensive product. And now the reason I say that is because it's only a 25 serving tub. It's not 30 serves. That is £1.40 a serve, or $1.72 for you US guys. So it actually does work out at a 3 out of 5 price.
Which
So
is
it's-
respectable.
yeah,
You know,
not too-
it sits just slightly above average, especially when you consider that you are getting a heavy stim pre for that cash.
Exactly that. So yeah, 3 out of 5 on price on the Stim Head.
Right, let's move into the label of this Stim Head. It is quite a confusing one looking at it right off the bat, but fear not, because we are here to make sense of that, basically. So it's a 8.3 gram scoop, so it's quite on the small side, but don't forget it is mainly just Stim. Well, it is all Stim. First up is beta-alanine at 3.2 grams.
Clinical dose, guys, perfect amount. That's going to be responsible for, that beta tingles feeling you get when the pre-workout kicks in. We like it, most people do. It also has a secondary benefit of boosting endurance in the gym, so it should help you for the longer sessions.
Awesome. Next up is L-taurine at 1,250 milligrams.
So that's a bigger than average dose. Normally you only see it at 500 to 1,000 milligrams. So again, nice dose. Responsible for, well, it's a jack of all trade ingredient really. It helps with pumps, helps with energy, helps a bit with focus. It's just an amino acid that's really just an all-rounder.
Nice. Next up is L-tyrosine at 750 milligrams.
We like L-tyrosine. I would mention that is very slightly on the lower side of things. We've seen this go up to 2 grams, maybe even 3 grams in some certain pump formulas. Nonetheless, you should still feel that. That's responsible for focus. It's going to get you in the zone. We really enjoy the effects of that.
Fires the brain up. Next up, caffeine anhydrous 350 milligrams.
To us, that's probably the sweet spot of caffeine. 3 strong coffees, couple of energy drinks, going to get you fired up. Main stimulant in all pre-workouts these days, really.
Lovely, we'll take that. Next up is English walnut leaf extract, 220 milligrams.
Also known as Juglans regia, for you guys who do know that. They are going to look at changing the label to just put Juglans regia in the future because it's quite a confusing name that some people might miss out on. Now that's a stimulant, but it also helps with focus. So it's we enjoy the effects of that. Good ingredient.
Nice, that's going to get you going for sure. Next up is Cocoa Main, 150 milligrams.
Now this is an old school name for Area Durensis, guys. A lot of people are getting this wrong. So Area Durensis is a powerful stimulant. It's sort of a natural version of DMHA. That stimulant that really does fire up the central nervous system as well as your energy resources. So we like that. We do like that a lot. How much milligrams?
150.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice. Next up, if I'm pronouncing this right, is Nelumbo nucifera extract, 50 milligrams.
Who knows what that is? Because we do. That is sacred lotus leaf. Now, you may have heard of that before. You'd be right, because that comes in Ares, god of the gym. It also comes in the very new Ares Supra. That's a good ingredient for mood elevation, boosting serotonin levels in the blood, in the brain, should I say. So it's going to make you happy. It's also going to give you that euphoric feeling. What I do have no choice but to mention is that comes in 300 milligrams in both of those aforementioned pre-workouts. This one is a bit low on the 50 milligram side, but nonetheless, might still feel it. We'll have to let you know in the effects section.
Yep. Next up is citrus aurantium extract, 50 milligrams.
That is bitter orange extract, a stimulant and an energy source. It metabolises fat in the body as well, so it's gives you energy in that variant. 50 milligrams is a nice dose, so you're going to feel that as a stim as well.
So it's looking like we'll get a sweat on so far. And next up is Hordium vulgare extract, 50 milligrams.
As the name very closely resembles what that is, it's hordenine. So it's made from barley. It's a fat burner mainly. It's also a stimulant in very similar to the bitter orange extract. It metabolises fat in the body for energy. Something interesting with this extra is it's also a vasodilator, so it is going to increase the blood vessel diameter, so it's going to increase pumps. We do like to see that, and it has also been shown to maintain alertness and focus for longer.
Nice. And next up on the list is Tamarindus indica extract, 30 milligrams.
Again, as the name closely resembles, that's more commonly known as tamarind. Now that is something that directly works on blood sugar levels, so it actually decreases the amount of blood sugar, glucose in the blood itself. So it is an effective ingredient. It's not something we very commonly see. Again, it's something we do have to note that we have seen it go up to 500 milligrams in some products. So 30 milligrams, unfortunately, is what we see as a low dose. Now, what we have mentioned is that there may be 1 or 2 ingredients that seem low dosed. We are presuming that they're going to work synergistically together, so that the Chaos Crew decided to make lower dosages but use more ingredients, and it sort of targets the same aspects. The only thing we can obviously do is check that in the effects section.
See how they all work together. And now we have naringin at 30 milligrams.
This you may have seen in the very well known Total War. It's one of their main ingredients in that. Now, it's a polyphenol from grapefruits. Now, what that is basically responsible for is weight loss, so it has that benefit, but its main benefit actually is an energy booster. So it's actually good to see it, and it's actually 5 milligrams more than in Total War, so it's a higher dose in this. Good to see.
Lovely. And to wrap all that up, we have black pepper extract at 10 milligrams.
And that is piperine. Now, that's responsible for elevating the bioavailability of everything beforehand. So it's a digestion aid. It will help get all those ingredients into the system as best as possible. It's nice to see that at that sort of dose. And it's funny that we didn't actually taste that in the taste segment. They've done really well at masking that, because that can, at that dose, come through.
Valid
so,
point.
yeah, that's something very nice to wrap off this label. We're definitely excited to give it a roll. And obviously, we're, as always, going to see if the label pulls together in the effects.
Yeah, and what we can determine from it is it's obviously angling for Stim, Euphoria, and there are a couple of pieces in there that are going to sort of indirectly increase pump levels, but we'll see how
And
we get on.
shreds as well,
Yeah,
fat burning.
Yeah, valid point. So let's see.
Guys, it is that time. How did Stim Head affect us in the gym? You know, how was it? Let's see.
We survived, which is a good start.
Yeah, really good start. And that's a good way to start. The start.
Yeah.
We didn't. Something we did notice, and we have mentioned.
Yeah.
Neither of us really felt the beta-alanine tingles. So that may come as a positive or a negative to yourself. Just depends whether you like that feeling or not. We didn't really get it, so that's something we've got to note.
We can only assume that's because you're taking in so many stims that you're just so buzzing that you're not really...
There's just too much else going on in the body to really deal with that as well.
Yeah.
What I will say is we kind of expected it as well. It is a longer kick-in time. We're talking at least 30 minutes. Ourselves, we waited about 40 minutes before we started training. You felt that nice internal heat build up. So you were ready in the zone. I'd like to say that the focus started a bit lower in the session and built up and up and up and up and up. And even to a point now where I didn't want to leave the gym, I still feel very focused,
no crash
very
at all.
alert, no crash. Surprisingly, because there's nothing in there that really
targets anti-crashing.
Indicates that. Something I didn't want to leave the gym, guys.
So you do get a euphoric feeling. We have had ones that definitely make you feel more high, but it's a healthy amount of euphoria, not to the point where you're lightheaded and you can't crack on with your sets.
No jitters.
It's actually quite productive, would you argue?
Yeah, really productive. I didn't expect it as much.
No.
And something we have to mention, it was very interesting. There's nothing in there really for pumps, is there, guys? no L-citrulline, you know, not a lot in here basically.
Yeah.
But we had some very, very good pumps. The reason being is we do believe it is all those stimulants physically drive you hard in the gym. They get you working hard, so therefore they move any carbs that are in your system, any blood sugar.
They dry you out, you get good contractions, vascularity is coming out. It's more of a dry
It's a dry, hard pump that
Yeah.
really get those contractions feeling. Now we also do reckon that's because of all those fat burning ingredients in there as well. You know, that vasodilation, almost a diuretic feel.
Yeah.
Like the water's being shredded from your body. You know, you really do get dry, hard
Yeah.
contractions. The pumps are a lot better than the label indicates.
You get a bit of dry mouth and a lot of thirst as well
Yeah.
as a side effect of that.
I'm very thirsty now. I don't often drink too much in the gym, but today I drank my whole bottle and I could have easily had more.
Definitely.
So it's absolutely something that does that, and that's not too surprising with the amount of stim/fat burning ingredients in here.
So let's talk elements. So as you know, we always assess every pre-workout on energy, focus and pump. So
Yep.
if we start with energy,
Energy, we gave that a 5 out of 5, didn't we? We really didn't want to leave the gym.
can't fault it. No
Wanted
crash.
to do supersets galore. Really weren't out of breath. We just wanted to keep going. The energy was definitely brilliant.
On point.
We moved then into the focus element of this pre-workout. We were in the zone, we really were. The euphoria and mood elevation was very good. You know, we wanted to get shit done basically.
And we gave that a 4.75 out of 5. Like we said, we have had better, which is why it's not hitting 5 out of 5, but it was certainly up there and it was productive.
I believe if they had doubled that L-tyrosine dose, you might even be looking at a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really were up that end of the scale. And that moves us into the third element, as Craig mentioned, the pumps. Now, they were surprisingly good considering what's in this label. What I'd like to see is this stacked with the new one. The
Pump the chaos.
yeah, bring the chaos.
Pump.
Bring the pump. What is it?
Pump
Yeah,
the chaos.
we've got it somewhere here, guys.
We will find it. Oh, there it is.
Here it is. This is something that we will also be reviewing, and it may well actually be something we review the two together.
Yeah.
But that, I can imagine that would have to bring it up to a 5
Oh,
out of
yeah.
5. However, based on Stimhead alone for pumps, we've agreed a 4.5 out of 5, which is surprisingly high.
Yeah, we shocked ourselves because we thought that obviously we weren't going to be able to include pump at all, but yeah, got the job done.
Yeah, you definitely do. So what I'd say is perhaps if carbs are a bit higher in the day, this will utilise those carbs. If you're on a carb low diet, you're going into a competition, you're really looking at dropping weight, so your diet and the amount of food you're eating is a bit lower, perhaps the pumps would fall a bit shorter.
Yeah.
That is something I'd mention.
So it's going to be a bit discretionary based on your own diet and, hydration, etc., etc.
But because I've had an average carb day and an average amount of food, the pumps were still very good, 4.5. And we have come, out of 5, and we have come to that overall decision based on those 3 elements, a very, very good 4.75 out of 5. Now again, that may come as a surprise because like we mentioned in those panel section, some of those ingredients are a tad underdosed, but like, again, we also mentioned in that label section, we do think those little doses of hit this and there come together as a powerful element.
Yeah. So, talking about Stim junkies, I don't know if it is on that level.
I think it would be on the lowest echelon of something that would be suitable for...
It's in the productive side of Stim junkiness. So you got the Stim junkie off your face, Edge of Insanity style Stim junkie pre, and you got the productive Stim junkie pre.
Yeah.
This falls in the productive side.
I would say it probably is just above a daily driver though.
Yeah.
So it is in between. It literally will sit in between the daily driver / Stim junkie pre-workouts. You know, it's a productive pre-workout. However, really does get you moving. It probably something I'd be happy to take daily.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think that really does wrap up all the elements you need to know about Stimhead and how we honestly felt it, guys. A big well done to Chaos Crew, 4.75 out of 5. Good score.
Let's wrap this up.
Final verdict on Stimhead, the new pre-workout by Chaos Crew. It's certainly got the name that gets you going, hasn't it, Stimhead?
And the label, the look of the whole thing.
Yeah, really like the packaging. You know, these are a great company. I think they've done a very good job. But as you know, we always have to be very honest on our reviews, so we go through these segments exactly the same each time. There's scales that have to be abided by. Let's roll with it. So we start off in the order of the video, the taste and the mixability.
Yeah, we did land on a 3.5 out of 5. Mixability was decent. You know, we just swiveled it in the hand and there was no problem. So, you know, thumbs up there. And the taste, it was actually not bad, was it?
Yeah, the reason it is a 3.5, you might be asking, is because it was a bit weaker than the smell would suggest. It was nice, but it did have a bit of a chalky consistency to it.
Ever so slightly, yeah.
Yeah, enough to make it a 3.75. A 3.5. Always get something wrong in these.
Taste is not going to be a problem for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely doable, guys. Again, taste is the least important.
Yeah.
Moving us into the price of the product. Now, this came in at $34.99 or
$42.99, I want to say.
Yeah, something along those lines for you US guys. Again, this does now have worldwide shipping. There is an international flat rate for outside of the UK. That is something you do have to bear in mind. That was £15 or $18.
50-ish.
Something like that. Yeah. Go back to that price segment when we had these numbers fresh in mind. And that gave us an overall score on the price of a 3 out of 5. So very respectable.
Especially when we let you know on the effects, which got a
4.75 out of 5. You know, this is one of the high scorers on that effects section. Obviously the most important part, and that is its best section. For the reasons mentioned in that effects section, we do recommend going back and checking that out, because we do delve into absolutely everything. You know, we really, really do.
And that comes to a rounded score of
11.25 out of 15. So yeah, very nice score. Got to remember, guys, the most important section is the effects, and that was in turn its highest section. So, you know, the first two, well, the taste is definitely discretionary. It might be something you love.
Yeah.
The price is literally in our scales, so we can't go wrong with that. Yeah, really, really, really well done to Chaos Crew. I think they pulled it out of the bag there. Really done well.
It surprised us. It's a lot better than the trial version we had. They've definitely scaled it up a notch, and it tickles our pickle, so do check it out. And on that note, we're just going to wrap up one last time on the giveaway.
Yeah, so Chaos Crew have been very, very kind to sponsor us a giveaway tub. They're going to send that direct from themselves to a winner. We're going to select from random below in the comments section. Do remember, comment the words Stimhead below to be entered. You know, this is a worldwide giveaway as well. They don't mind where they send it to.
Do give their page a follow, chaos_crew7, and do check out their website, www.chaoscrew.com.
Bringthechaos.com, I believe.
Bringthechaos.com.
We will chuck that link in the description below. We'll chunk in the you know, the details as well to this giveaway. So do enter. We will announce those details soon as to when we're doing it.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Again, a massive thank you all to watching along. We really do appreciate it. We will in turn do Pump the Chaos. That is something that will be coming up soon.
And we hope to get hold of their shreds as well. Bring the shreds or shreds.
Yeah, I believe that is another thing we are going to be getting soon. You know, they're a really good company.
Yeah, we're liking their stuff. Keep bringing it out.
Do slap us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Do share it to your friends. You know, we're loving the amount of
interaction
that we're getting. We do try and comment back to all comments, especially questions. You know, you lot are fantastic, and we really, really do mean that. Guys, as always,
stay
stimmed, and you will with this.
You'll be off your head.